I all hope everybody's well. So I just really want to go into the Word today and just draw your attention really to something that's just come about for me, which I'm quite surprised about actually going into the Word and seeing it this way. So a few months ago, start of this year, I started taking up a bit of watercolours and I was doing a couple of paintings, and a particular painting that I did a few months ago has actually come back around to me, and I've got a reference with this in terms of going into the Word, and I just want to read it to you. It's something that I believe I was drawn to. I think the Lord drew me to this, and I just thought I'd share this with you, as I believe that's what the Lord wants me to do. So I'm just going to go to Ezekiel, really, Ezekiel. Forgive me if I've said it wrong, and it's in chapter 40, and it starts at verse 3. Up all the way up to going to verse 5, and then from there afterwards I want to take you then to verses 27 down to 31. So and this is what it says. And he brought me there, and behold, there was a man whose appearance was like the appearance of brass, with a line of flax in his hand, and a measuring reed. And he stood in the gate. And the man said unto me, Son of man, behold with thy eyes, and hear with thy ears, and set thy heart upon all that I shall show thee, for to the intent that I might show them unto thee are thou brought here. Declare all that thou seest to the house of Israel. Now, with this here, this verse, this is in Ezekiel, and this is actually called about the vision, Ezekiel's vision, which is what the verse is about. So what I want to do is just take you now to verses 27 all the way down to 31, and this is in chapter 40, and this is what it reads. And there was a gate in the inner court towards the south, and he measured from gate to gate towards the south 100 cubits. And he brought me to the inner court by the south gate, and he measured the south gate according to these measures, and the little chambers thereof, and the posts thereof, and the arches thereof according to these measures. And there were windows in it, and in the arches thereof around about it was 50 cubits long, and 25 cubits broad. And the arches round about were 25 cubits long, and 5 cubits broad. And the arches thereof were towards the utter court, and palm trees were upon the posts thereof, and the going up to it had 8 steps. Now I just want to stop you there, because as I was reading that this evening, it brought me to this painting that I did a few months ago, and I've got the painting here in front of me, and I wanted to show you this, and it's fascinating what I actually see from this. Now bear in mind, this painting was done at the start of the year. I mean, now, and we're in the 7th month now of July, and this has come back around, and I just thought I'd share this with you, and it's got so much there that I can see on this painting that I did, and it's fascinating to see it. So in the painting itself that I've done, is it's actually a gate that's open, and I've actually called the painting, it was done, The Gate is Open. It's actually a gate that is open, and it's steps going up to this gate, and on one side of it I put a tree on there, and what's funny is after inspection I've counted the steps going up to this gate, and the steps have actually been counted as 8 steps. And as you see at the bottom of the chapter there, chapter 40 verse 31, it actually talks about going up to it had 8 steps, and it's just fascinating to see that this ties in with that. Now I don't know what is meaning with this, but it has got also a verse that I put to this when I did this at the start of the month, which I will give you, so you can see it. And I just want you to see if you can count the steps where the red is. And if you look at that and you count them from the top, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps there going up to this gate, which you can clearly see. And this was a painting that was done on watercolour at the start of the year. And now it has actually got a verse that I actually put towards this at the start of the year, and the verse can be found in Psalms, and the verse is Psalms 118, and it's verse 19, and this is what it says: "Open to me the gates of righteousness, I will go into them, and I will praise the Lord." And that's the verse that come to me back then, but to be here now with this, months later, reading in Ezekiel, the vision, and just getting that interpretation there of it's just brought me to this painting, and I think it's fascinating, and it's wonderful how the Lord can speak to you through. And this is what this statement is actually talking about as well, the vision. And I think this is what this is about, really. It's fascinating to see that the Lord can speak to you through visions and through seeing things, and also hearing his voice as well. And it was just wonderful to see. So I hope this is encourages you somewhere, if ever you feel like, because all this has come about really this evening for me, because before I got into this this chapter, I was actually watching a video, and on the video it was mentioned about how to hear God's voice when he's speaking to you. So I sort of prayed about this before going into the Bible, and just randomly opened the Bible up into a page, and I come to this page, and after reading it I thought, wow, I really felt like the Lord speaking to me through this, and it's took me to this painting that was done a month ago. So I hope this can encourage you all just to stay close to the Lord and really get into that place of intimacy. I really do, wherever you are. If you feel like you're in a place right now where you can't hear what God is saying to you, I want you to just be encouraged and say to you just to pray about it. Pray about the steps taken that you need to start getting in a place of listening to God speaking to you, whichever way that may be, whether that may be through the things that you see, whether that may be through hearing his voice speaking to you through the word, just as I've witnessed tonight, this evening, after my own personal struggles with this, coming to that place, because so often, I realise that we can actually be in the word, and this is sometimes where we can go wrong, but we're just reading it. We're not actually hearing the Lord speaking to it sometimes, because we just become getting in a daily routine of just reading it and not actually taking anything from it and really begin to meditate, So I just encourage you that as you go into the word, really pray first, pray to ask the Lord to hear his voice through the word. So I hope this can encourage you, and just take care, and God bless you. Bye bye.